Hi, I'm Joe Mama Bob, and this is my chunk-locked Tileman, Joe Mama Lock. The rules are simple. To leave our chunk, we have to complete 3 randomly selected chunk tasks. We unlock tiles one at a time by gaining experience. It's a blend of Tileman and chunk-locked accounts. Now, let's get to the episode. In the last episode, we rolled a new chunk and 3 new tasks, and ended up with a worst-case scenario. We needed 70 mining, 70 smithing, and 27 crafting, with the mining and smithing being over 200 hours. We decided to get smithing as high as possible while fully tackling the mining and crafting. So now we need to get 70 mining using only Lumbridge Swamp and a bronze pickaxe. Just got an exam random, and I believe that's going to be another agility level. Yes, it is 3 agility. Apparently stars can crash right here in this chunk. I was not aware of that. I guess I could have looked into that, but I don't quite have the mining level for it yet. And I don't really know anything about these. I'll have to look into that a little bit more and try to understand how this could benefit me. But of course, the goal is to get our smithing as high as possible. So we wouldn't really want to use these to get all the way to 70 mining, but could be a way to do something a little bit different on occasion. So the first time I've seen one. So I came up with this absolutely ridiculous sequence that allows me to 3-tick mine. I believe it's 3-tick mine. I'm no expert, but basically speeds up significantly the mining portion of the circuit here. So I wanted to show a little bit of what I came up with, and there's some problems with it, but it is technically faster, just not as fast as it would seem on the face of it. So I'll show you what I'm doing. So you see we have a knife and coins and a log right now. So we're going to use the knife and logs to 3-tick mine, which I'm not an expert at, but I'm getting better at it. With the bronze pickaxe, it's extremely slow to mine, so being able to 3-tick mine definitely speeds this up quite a bit. Shaves off a couple minutes from the total run, but that assumes that we have full run energy. And that's one of the main problems I'm facing, is that yes, it is faster to do this, but then I never have any run energy. And then you'll also see the kind of craziness that I put myself through to make this actually work, so that I can get a full inventory. So once our inventory is full, we'll drop the coins on the ground. We'll get our last ore, drop the knife, pick the coins back up, and then run back up to the top. Something else I've been doing is using my home teleport when I have access to it. It's recharging right now though. And then once I get back up here, I need to get a hammer so that I can actually do my smithing. So I'll drop the logs right here. I will trade the shopkeeper. I will buy a hammer. And then I will go do my smithing and smelting. You can see how dang slow this circuit is, just in general. It takes forever. So with the 13 bars, we make 2 plate bodies and 1 kite shield. Doesn't really matter too much what we make. And then we can run over here, pick the logs up, and then we buy a knife again. And then we can drop the hammer on our way back and sort of reorganize our inventory a little bit here. So while I do think that this is overall slightly faster, it's got a few problems. Number one, as I mentioned, run energy. I'm constantly running out of run energy because I'm mining so much more quickly. I just spend a lot of time with a fully loaded inventory. The other problem is it's extremely click intensive, and I'm not very good at tick manipulation, so I'm still learning. So I screw up a lot, and then there's just a lot of room for error. So I'm probably not going to do it a ton. I'll do it when I feel like playing more actively, but generally I'm not going to be doing it because I'd rather just chill and watch a YouTube video or something while I'm working away. So Anyway, but just wanted to show the harebrained method that I came up with. Well, I was paying zero attention and mining away and hit 50 mining. We are officially, I want to say about, well, we're about a seventh of the way there. Yeah, we're at 101,000 experience. We need to get to 737, so a long way left to go. Still need to mine about 36,000 ore. And there is 55 mining. It's been a long time coming. We're at 166,000 XP. We are approximately 22.59% of the way there. When we mine more passively, we're getting about 5K an hour. And when we mine with tick manipulation, we're getting about 7K an hour. So it's not a huge difference. So I've mainly been passively mining, but still a long way to go. So we actually just got our first beginner clue that we can actually complete, which is clap at Bob's Brilliant Axes. And I was looking into how many steps on average it takes to complete a beginner clue. Apparently it's a 10% chance to complete it in one step. I mean, obviously the best thing we can get from a beginner clue right now is a black pickaxe. And I believe it's a 45% chance to complete it in 2 steps, so I think we're gonna hold on to this one. We'll just kind of juggle them, and we'll try to get another one that we can do. I think there's 2 or 3 different steps that we can actually complete. Picked up an evil Bob. Gonna go ahead and unlock this one. This might end up using a lot of tiles, but I think it'll be worth it. So far it seems like we can do most of this without using a lot of tiles. Just have to find ones that are near the door here. Four rubies, nice. Yeah, it's a great way to get gems. Oh, first time getting this random. Yeah, this one might take a few tiles. No, fishing XP. That's nice. 17 fishing. And there's 60 mining. Been a journey to get here. We are now 37.1% of the way there. So, a little over a third. Long way to go. That's 4 agility with that lamp. There's 61 mining. We're about 41% of the way there. Didn't catch it on recording, but that is 55 smithing. Still a long way to go for smithing, and yeah. First crash star that I've been able to actually mine. I don't really know how these work too much. I've never done them on an account, so, but looks like I need a 60 mining, and I do have that now, so seems pretty slow with the bronze pickaxe, but hey, it's AFK, so we'll just do this for a little bit. Ended up with about 390 stardust after that, and made about 5-6K experience, so I think when we see those landed, we'll go ahead and tackle them once in a while. Haven't done one of the Freaky Forester events yet, so we're gonna use up a few tiles and do that. Sweet hat. And just hit 62 mining. That's about 45% of the way there, getting close to halfway. There's 5 agility after using that last book of knowledge. There was 63 mining, and we're pretty much exactly halfway now. Just a few more copper ore and we'll be there. Decided I'm going to go unlock the West Lumbridge swamp mine over there because there's a shooting star drop over there, so I'll have access to 2 shooting stars instead of just 1. So we're going to use some tiles and unlock that real quick. Wow, it's way over here. I didn't realize how far this was, but we're going to have to unlock it eventually anyway because we're going to need to mine that Addy ore. And there it is. And I know there's a star based on the tracker. World 554, so let's hop over there real quick. Well, turns out it's a free-to-play world, which halves the experience from mining the star, but at least we'll have it unlocked now. Cool. First time doing the Gravedigger random. Thought I'd spend a few tiles on it since we have some built up. Zombie gear. May have noticed that my clue scroll is gone. I screwed up and let it lapse. Yeah, after juggling that for multiple weeks, I'm a little pissed, but hey, what can I do? There's 64 mining, crept up on me. And there's 65 mining. We are 60.9% of the way there. Nice. First time tackling the beekeeper random, so we'll use some of our tiles to unlock this. I guess we don't need tiles for this. It's been a while since I've done this one. Yeah, didn't need any tiles for that one. Yeah, so by this point we'd pretty much switched to entirely doing stars because it was AFK and I had a baby and yeah. So it was much easier for me to just do stars on mobile. So that's why you're seeing a bunch of screenshots of the levels all the way up to 70. And there it is, 70 mining. What a grind that was, all with a bronze pickaxe. Not fun. So figured we'd end it the way we started it, with a little copper, but generally what we've been doing is what they're doing, from 60 to 70, which is mining crash stars. I've been using the star tracker to find them, and when I say find them, I mean find the 2 that we have access to, which is this one here in East Lumbridge Swamp, and then the one over in West Lumbridge Swamp. So that's been our 60 to 70, way more AFK grind. So we got a ton of stardust in the bank as well as this. Actually, I didn't even notice we had a geode. We never did get another clue scroll we could do, so we never really got a chance at the black pickaxe, which would have sped things up quite a bit. But from here, now that we have 70, we are putting 70 smithing on the back burner. It's kind of a crazy grind with just bronze, so when we unlock another method, we will pick that back up, but for now it's backlogged. We got to 57, that's a pretty good start. Almost forgot we needed to actually go mine the adamant now that we have 70 mining, so let's go do that and knock that off our list. This might take a minute. Well, something up with the chunk task tracker thing there, but we did get the adamantite ore, so that's all done. Task complete. Just the prospect of doing something else after, I think it's been 8 weeks. Yeah, 8 weeks, which for me, you know, I can only play a few hours a day, so it took me a lot longer than it probably takes the average RuneScape player, but I'm so excited at the idea of doing something else. So we ended up with, let's see here, 12k Stardust, so I guess we'll make use of that eventually. I don't even really know what Stardust is for, to be honest. So, and we did end up picking up quite a bit of gems from our grind here, so we've got 43 uncut sapphires. We will actually get to 20, and that will get us quite a bit towards our level 27 grind, which is what we need to get to cut an emerald. So, but to get to 20, we are going to be spinning balls of wool, and so we're going to be running back and forth between the sheep pen. And almost forgot, we got a lamp right at the end there as well, which we're going to put on agility, and I believe that's going to be 5 agility. Yeah, oh, 6 agility. Yep, we got 6 agility, all from lamps. Doing well. Back at the trusty sheep pen, and we'll need to do 1,760 balls of wool to get to 20, and then we'll cut all those sapphires and see where we're sitting after that, and we'll probably have to come back here for a while, but hopefully we'll be close. Well, we got all the wool we needed, and now it's just a spinning grind. We need to spin about 1,700 balls of wool to get to 20, and we just hit 2 crafting, so good start. And there's 5 crafting. And there's 10 crafting. And there's 20 crafting. We can now cut sapphires. So we'll go take a look at how many we have from our mining journey and see how far that gets us. Okay, chisel acquired. So let's get those cut and see where we land. There's 21. And 22. 23 crafting. And I think that's gonna be it. Yep. So got us to about 23 and a half. So we just need another 63 sapphires. So my hope is to buy them from the gem seller, which we actually have not even stepped foot in Al-Kharid at all, and we've had it unlocked for, well, I'm going to say months now. So let's go pull out all our money. Let's take the chisel and all of our cash and go see what we can do. Just as a reminder, and also to myself, because I've been living in this swamp like frickin' Shrek for the past 150 hours. The gem shop is right there. So yeah, we'll just go through the gate and go down. So yeah, I think we'll just try to unlock a nice, clean, useful path down there. So we're gonna need to cross the bridge, go through the gate, and then we'll unlock some amalgamation here to get to the gem stop, the gem shop. So let's just run straight across. Let's run to here for now. We have about 250 tiles to play with. And then I'm just gonna run straight to the gate, see what unlocks here. Okay, cool. Go through the gate. 3 new music tracks. And the gem stall's right there, so let's just run straight out to here. Go to here. And we'll go to our merchant. No. None available. I don't remember how this works. Is this like a world thing? Or is it a shared Iron Man thing? I don't know. Well, we're gonna hop a few times and see what we find. Empty, empty, empty so far. This is not boding well. I was concerned about this. Well, we got one. So this just might take a really long time, but it does look like we will eventually be able to get it, but it might be faster to do wool, so. Well, I'm just gonna turn on a YouTube vid for a little bit and see how far we get if I lose my mind. See, now we're getting some. Maybe I'm catching a little cycle here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, we can do this. Okay. Got our first full inventory. Let's see where that gets us. It only took about 10 minutes maybe, so I'm just gonna do this the rest of the way. And just barely hit 25 on the second to last one. So we'll go drop these off, come back, do one more round. Second inventory done. There's 26, one more to go. Gonna need one more partial inventory. So we'll go drop these off one more time. And there we go, there's 27 crafting, and we can finally fulfill our mission, which is to chisel this uncut emerald. There we go, that is done. And I believe that's everything for the chunk. So it's been a long road to get to this point. We got the camel in front of us now, it's perfect. It took me a few months to grind out that 70 mining. That was unfun, and spent a lot of time in Lumbridge Swamp. And we are going to backlog the smithing journey until we get a training method that I can friggin' handle, because that's just a little bit too much, doing nothing but bronze bars. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Should probably turn entity hider on during these. And yeah, then we were able to get 27 crafting through balls of wool and buying some sapphires. So in the next episode, we will roll a brand new spankin' chunk and move on with our lives. I'm very excited to do something different. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing or leaving a like to let me know. I'm also super interested in all your guys' comments. See you in the next one.